It's a very good morning. Once again, we get talking this morning, talking only about the real estate industry and the property that matters. This morning, we have no different. We're discussing detail about some events that are taking place over the next couple of weeks, including the following month of September. I know it seems quite a number of them that we're going to make a mention of are predominantly in South Africa, but trust me, a lot of them are engaged and talking to people within the African continent. And this morning, we are joined by the CEO of South African Institute for Black Property Practitioners. We spoke about 2 weeks ago to their president. She did touch a little bit about information related to their convention. This is held obviously every year, and it also incorporates the SABC awards as it is. So she's going to tell us a little bit about that. But just before that, we do have other events that are taking place this year, and we're going to make a mention of them, and I'm going to remind you about the dates, such as the South African Council of Shopping Centres. That has an international tour that's taking place on the 1st of August up until the 10th of August. And yes, it is an international tour. It's going across the borders. They're going to Spain and Portugal and experiencing all the latest trends, and you get to meet retailers and owners of developers and extend your international network as far as your understanding of shopping center is concerned. So if you're looking for more information where that is concerned, as far as shopping centers are concerned, I know in South Africa, we seem to be inundated and seeing quite a number of developments as far as shopping centers are concerned. So have a look at www.sacsc.co.za. That's www.sacsc.co.za, and that stands for South African Council of Shopping Centers. But as I promised, on the other side, we have Vuyiswa Muchekwane. Vuyiswa, thank you so much for coming back and talking to us. And I'm saying coming back because I think the last time we spoke to you was last year. Am I correct?
Yes, morning to now. Thanks for having us back.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure. And once again, it's that time of the year for the SABC Convention 2017 and the awards as part of that event. It's always an exciting event over the next few days. And I know this time you're starting on the 1st of August, August being a very special month. I'm not going to say why, but you're starting on the 1st of August until the 3rd of August. I have to say your lineup of speakers is impressive as usual. I see you have Nkosinathi Nhleko, Minister of Public Works. I see you will have the Vice President being Cyril Ramaphosa. Tell me some more. Vuyiswa? All right. We seem to have lost Vuyiswa there for a second. I think we're going to take...
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, there she is. She's back. Vuyiswa,
Okay.
hi. I think we lost you there for a second. Sorry about that. I was saying that you've got a great lineup.
Yes, we do. The lineup this year is absolutely jam-packed. The overarching theme for this year's conference is possibilities. And, really just looking at the role that we as the property, the real estate and infrastructure development industry has to play in catalyzing, the growth of the economy. We all understand where the economy is right now and the kind of sluggish growth that we're experiencing. And the real estate sector, as a quite a significant contributor to GDP, how do we and what role do we have to play in catalyzing that growth? So we'll be looking at a number of different subtopics under that, and we have all of the best industry minds to come in and present on those topics. We've got people like Professor Francois Viruli, who heads up UCT's Real Estate Research Unit. You made mention of Minister Nkosinathi Nhleko, who is Minister of the Department of Public Works, which is a significant property owner and player in the commercial property space. We also will have presentations from the President of the South African Local Government Association, President Park Gao, and he also just brings a wealth of knowledge, about cities, local municipalities, and they will also be engaging with the SA Cities Network, a representative from there, Gesi, Karuri, Sabina. So we have a panel, a lineup of absolute industry experts and people who will really be able to talk to the issues. How do we as a sector catalyze growth? Where are the opportunities? Where are the blockages? And how do we unlock the latent potential in this industry?
Vuiso, give us the website and give us the exact dates and where is this event taking place?
So the event is taking place over 2 days, the 2nd and the 3rd. So it starts on Wednesday, and on Wednesday we are doing a full day site tour. We'll be starting off in Stanton and actually transporting the delegates to Alexandra Township, where we'll be touring various sites within Alexandra Township. And that's also very exciting because, you know, it's so important for us to, as we talk about development, we cannot forget township economies and the potential that exists within these township economies. So as developers, we will be zoning in on that in partnership with the City of Joburg. And then on the 3rd, we will be at the Houghton Golf Club. And the Houghton Golf Club is the full-day plenary session where some of the speakers I mentioned previously will be either delivering presentations or they will be participating in the various panels that will be happening. So, as I said, it's just 2 days of, you know, the top minds in the industry, decision makers in the industry, you know, senior public sector and private sector participants coming together to look for solutions and explore the possibilities for growth in this sector.
It really does sound very exciting, and I cannot even think of what more could actually be missing from your lineup of speakers. Now, I did mention that there are the awards that are incorporated as part of the convention. Tell us what's the thought behind these awards and what are you celebrating as far as these are concerned?
So the awards ceremony it's the finale event of the 2-day program. And it takes place on Thursday the 3rd. And these awards, you know, as an organization, you know, SABC is committed to championing the cause of transformation in the property sector. Our objective is to see an industry that is growing and growth that is inclusive. And the awards seek to, you know, highlight and commend companies that have, you know, committed themselves to transforming the sector. Now, these could be companies that, you know, in various ways through the programs that they've derived or how they've implemented their transformation policies and programs, they have had a significant impact in the industry. I won't let the cat out of the bag about who is being awarded. Obviously, I'm aware, but hopefully, if you know, when people do attend the award ceremony, many companies that we know and love, and it's just about drawing attention to these companies and the work that they're doing to drive growth and transformation in the sector.
Now, you've got the Vice President who's going to be your keynote speaker. What can we expect from that address?
Well, look, having not seen the actual address, but again, as, you know, we're looking at the macro sort of economic situation, and I think that is the point of engaging with somebody at that level to say, look, we as a sector are as committed to seeing the country turn around and the economy be stimulated, and we want to partner with government to do that. And so we're really hoping that, you know, he'll be able to bring some insights on where the country is from a policy perspective and how we as practitioners, particularly black property practitioners, can play a role in being a part of that process.
We're talking to Vuiso Muchekwane, who's the CEO of South African Black Property Practitioners. Of course, the SABC convention is taking place starting from the 2nd until the 3rd. Am I correct? 2nd until the 3rd.
Yes,
and
the 3rd.
You can go into the website. The convention has its own dedicated website at www.saibppconvention.co.za. I'm going to say it again. It's www.saibppconvention.co.za, where you can find all the details, the lineup in terms of who they're expecting as their speakers, and what to expect from the event in its entirety. Now, you've had quite a bit of success in the past few years over your convention in terms of people that are attending and the excitement over people who look forward to the event itself. How do you carry through your themes plus the discussions that are held over this next 2 days and in the past, obviously, throughout the year, so that there is momentum and a comeback in terms of what did we achieve in the past year? We spoke to a president about a week ago or so, where we were talking about successes at SABC. How then do we carry through the messages that are discussed and the topics discussed here so that it isn't just another talk show?
No, and such an important question, because I think really a lot of people are feeling a little bit exhausted with the constant theme, and it has become a bit of a talk shop. But really, for us, the annual convention is a platform for us to table, our key sort of agenda points for the year, and it's the beginning of a conversation, and we really want to we use it to sort of jumpstart and kickstart a number of other smaller platforms that exist and conversations that will happen throughout the year. So as I said, one of the topics that we will be looking at is township development and township economy. Now, this conference could never, sum up that topic, but we will start the conversation, and then throughout the rest of the year, we have a number of smaller events and a number of smaller, roundtable discussions. We will then sort of, come up with a framework, and we can actually start to implement the ideas and the actions that come out of the conference. So it's an important platform in terms of raising awareness for the issue, but it's definitely not the end. We as an organization all year round are committed to driving transformation and to being hands-on in that process. Another, very important thing, we will be launching, and I'm kind of letting the cat out the bag here a bit early, but we will be launching our supplier directory service. It's an online supplier directory service that will service the whole industry and assist in practically driving enterprise development in the industry. So, and this came out of discussions that we had last year, where, it was raised that there is this disconnect between black professionals, black-owned companies, and some of the more established companies, where they're not finding a link. They don't know where to find many of these companies, and even when they find them, they have no way of verifying that these companies are truly who they say they are. And we stepped into that and said, all right, we see an opportunity. We engaged some of our members, and we actually got one of our members to sponsor this platform, and we've developed it and are going to be bringing it to market in the next month. So we really are about implementable, things, and the conference is just a starting point for those discussions.
All right, we're talking to CEO of South African Institute for Black Property Professionals, and that is Vuiso Muchekwane, and she is reminding us that there is the SABC Convention 2017 that is held every year. It's back again. We get to start celebrating and talking from the 2nd of August until the 3rd of August, with the awards incorporated on the last evening, being the 3rd of August, where they celebrate a number of people that have created a good ripple effect within the industry, and we get talking about the property matters that count the most. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back to talk a little bit more about what more we can expect from that event. We'll be back shortly. If you've just joined us, you're listening to our program called All Things Property and Real Estate Matters. You are tuned into Channel Africa, the voice of the African Renaissance, on shortwave 9625 kilohertz on 31 meter band. Live internet streaming, our address is www.channelafrica.org, or you can find us on Past 10 satellite.